Hello everyone, this is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and I always love to show you what I've been working on in my craft room. Well, last weekend was World Card Making Day, and I had a few team members over to watch the presentation live. We made the handmade and heartfelt kit and a couple of alternatives, and then I had a treat for them, and it's super cute. They wondered how it was made, and so I thought I would share with everybody about the little box that I created, a little bag. Here's another design. I did find this while cruising Pinterest. I will give credit to the demonstrator in the description so you can check out her video as well. It was from a couple of years ago. So I'm going to show you how I put that bag together and a couple of other samples. So just hang tight. Let's pop down to the workspace and we'll get started. All right, so I did show you that I used the Gathering Together 12 by 12 designer series paper. So that's my crush of the moment. So many fun patterns. These do have a belly band that slides off, and they're for last week I filled them with Cheez-Its. It was a little bit of a tight fit, but I bought the Cheez-Its, so I was just determined that I was going to stuff them in there and use that box. And they did fit. It does have that belly band, like I said. Let me kind of put that together. And I then did use the gold foil along with the gold foil, the Gathering Moments dies, and then I ran it through the Gathering Leaves Embossing Folder. So that was how these were created. And I will make one of these for you today. I also had a little bit of fun creating some other alternates. So this is with the Spooky Sweet 12 by 12 designer series paper from Stampin' Up. Along with, I used the mini alphabet dies. Of course, you tried to get some adhesive sheets on the back. That belly band pulls off. You can put some candy in here, but this is also a little pair of socks, little bookworm, all rolled up that fits in there. So you could use that as well. It's lots. These are very spacious. So there's a couple of Twix bars. If you wanted to just do those, you could put some shreddy in there to I'll put that belly band on. And if you kind of want that belly band to be loose so it can go back on and off, but that's how that works. Another fun one, this uses the Modern Christmas designer series paper. As you can tell, I love the bling, the gold accents here. This is the ornamental Christmas die with gold foil. Another box. This one uses the traditional Christmas. Kind of just bringing in a lot of different elements. This is some glimmer paper from the Peaceful Garden. So another cute box. So I'm going to make one today with you using the Gathering Together 12 by 12 designer series paper. The patterns are all really gorgeous. I've made them with a variety of different designs. So I think I am going to try this design right here. It's already cut at 6 by 12. That's the size you will need. I found that it's best to have designer series paper that's non-directional, and I kind of feel that is, but we'll see how it turns out. Let me give you a preface to what we're going to be doing with this 6 by 12. We will score at 3 3/4, 5 3/4. I have to watch myself here. Several times I've scored incorrectly. 9 1/2 and 11 1/2. And then we turn it on the 6-inch side and score at 1 1/4 on each side. And I've also been known to cut instead of score, so hopefully that won't happen today. Just use the scoring. Leave this other one down below. And then the little X's mean pieces that I will cut out. I'll do those first, and then this. And these mean that you just cut up to the score line. And I'll be doing this with you. If you check my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com, this pattern will be there. So you can check that out if you lose track of where I am. All right. So I'm going to keep that over for reference, and I am going to try to keep my scoring tool first and foremost because I want to make use of my designer series paper. All right, 3 3/4 scoring, 5 3/4 scoring. And I do want to say I am left-handed, so I believe I use my trimmer upside down for most people, but it's at least you can see what I'm up to. 11.5 over here. I'm using my scoring. Oh my gosh. And then I turn it on the 6-inch side, and I am going to score at 1 1/4 on each side. Scoring instead of cutting. Line that up at 1 1/4 and then score that. Oh, made it through without cutting anything that I shouldn't have. I consider that a win. All right. So then just gently, I am going to fold on those score lines. I don't need my bone folder at this time. Sometimes the paper, if you do crease too hard, you don't want it to crack. I haven't found it happen with this. It's pretty substantial paper. So I'll kind of bring this back in so you can see what I'm doing. Make sure I've scored in all the right places. That looks good. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab my little snips, and I'm going to snip out those 2 little ends. And then I'm going to miter them just a little bit. Makes them close better. All right, then I am going to trim up on those score lines just to the 1 1/4. And then I'm going to miter those edges just a little bit as well. These will be forming the bottom of my box. And once I got going making these, they went together pretty quickly. And they're fun. It's just fun to see what all the designer series paper looks like. All right, so when this box comes together, this was going to be my back, so I want that flap to come forward. So I'm going to trim out up to here. So let's do that now. I'm always worried about doing all this work and then cutting the wrong stuff. But I think we're on good track, because no matter how many times I do it, and sometimes I start to get confident and then don't pay attention to what I'm doing. The demonstrator in the video also used one of Stampin' Up's retired corner rounders to give the edges just a nice little round. And so I thought I would do that too. Even the bottom. Maybe you have one of these in your stash. I know the envelope board has one. This is from Project Life. There's even other different ones out there. Okay. All right. So there we have our box. That's what that looks like. Very fun. All right. So then we'll start putting it together. I need some of my adhesive. I'm going to use tear and tape. I'm going to put a little strip here. You can either tear that or cut that, whatever works best for you. I always give it a little burnish. And there's my pick tool. Pull that off. And then I'm just going to attach that here. I give that a burnish with my, and that is, we've made our box. So now we just have to put the box bottom in. So these two little flaps are going to go first. Then, so let me put the adhesive on the box. You can kind of, it's very malleable until you get it put together, so you can move it around. Again, my tear and tape, we'll put a little piece on this little guy, and then I'll pop it over and put another little piece on this little guy. And then I always want to double check my work because this is going to go last, and that's on the back. So I'll turn that over and put that tear and tape there. Hope this is all making sense. It is, I just love how you can make it with all the different designer series paper, and you can decorate, adorn the front with anything you want on that belly band. All right, I should take my little pieces off here and off here. Okay. And hang tight. Making a little adjustment off camera here. All right, so then these little pieces go in first, then you tuck that in, and then that one goes on top. And then we'll just kind of push down in the middle. I did that backward. Just when you think it's all going really good, there we go. There, I want that one because I could feel that inside. Okay, so you have that nice rounded, that nice bottom, and you have that inside, and you can use your bone folder to kind of give that a good little squish, and then close, and that's your box. So then we need a belly band. So what do you think? I think those leaves look really nice there. Let's see what designer series paper I have. I think, gosh, this gold I think would look really good around there, don't you? So I'll just grab my trimmer out again. And that's going to be, I'll take the 1 inch off first. So actually 1 1/4. I need 1 1/4 by 10 inches. And of course you could make your belly band any size you wanted to as well, but that seems to work. I'm not going to do any scoring on that. I'm just going to kind of wrap it around the box gently. As you can see, I kind of just pushed the sides in to kind of make that the little sides of that box. You know, this side would work too. I kind of like this other, the early espresso side. So then I'm just going to close it here at the bottom. So I'm going to put my adhesive here, a little bit of tear and tape. got little pieces of tear and tape everywhere. So I'm just kind of hanging on to that, folding it, and then I'm going to take the tear and tape off here and adhere it to this piece here. And I can slide that off if I want to, and give it a little press there. And then I just need to decorate the front. And I've already die cut my leaf. That's just a reminder, that was the gold foil with the Gathering Moments. That's the maple leaf die, and then use the Gathering Leaves Embossing Folder to run that through. So I just used a little bit of Stampin' Seal Plus on the belly band, and I will be able to set my leaf on top, give it a good press, kind of tuck my fingers behind here, make sure that stays on. And then I have this lovely, the gold 3/8 inch striped ribbon, and we'll make a fun little bow to put on the front. And then it will be ready to fill and give away. You could add jewels if you wanted to. I felt there was enough going on that I probably didn't need to do that. I just made my bunny ear bow. I'm gonna change up my size of my loops. There, you can mess around with that until you get it where you want it. All right, and grab my glue dots, kind of roll a glue dot up with my finger and put it on the back of that bow and attach it to the front of your, give it a little trim. What do you think? Super cute, right? Just gorgeous with the designer series paper. Here's some, that's the Gathering Together 12 by 12 designer series paper. Different designs with all those sheets. And then there's the Boo for Halloween, and you have one for the holidays and another one for the holidays. There we have it. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching today. I appreciate you. Leave me a comment if you love this project. If you have any questions, be sure to ask. Also, check my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com if you need some more assistance with the measurements. And there will be the video on there as well. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Until next time, everyone, happy stamping. Bye-bye.